guy that rolls with us here, and he said, ask him because there is some story about this gesture. Xeno wanted to stop rowing after the Olympics. Is that like a wave? Oh, I did
No,
it.
it wasn't a goodbye. What it was, because at that point, I didn't think I was going to stop. I decided to stop in December, but this salute, you know, Derek Porter was in 1993. Derek Porter became a world champion in the single scull, and I went to congratulate him. And when I congratulated him, he didn't know who I was. He didn't really care that I congratulated him. And so I was really hurt because I wasn't in the single scull that year. And my dad had just passed away from cancer. And I was mentally injured. I'm a proud person, but I was mentally really injured. And my finals the small finals at the World Championship in 1993 were not so good. And so I went to congratulate him, and he didn't reciprocate my love that I had for him, and him telling, oh, thank you very much. What is your name? He didn't say anything. And I thought, he didn't know that. But the worst thing you can do is to make someone feel that they're inferior and that they are looking down to you. And I was so mad and so angry and so angry that I went back to the United States where I was studying. And I said to the coach, Steve Gladstone, I said, listen, Steve, I've got to move on. I have to row the single scull because I was rowing at the university for 2 years. I said I have to go back into the single scull and train and get back on. And so in 1994, in the semifinal, Porter and I were in the semifinal. I beat him, so he couldn't get into the final. In the semifinal of 1995 at the World Championship, he was in the semifinal with me and Thomas Lange, and he couldn't get through because Thomas and I won the semi. And then in 1996, here we are with Thomas Lange, my idol. Thomas Lange is my idol, okay? He's smart. He's a hand specialist, plastic surgeon, trauma surgeon. It's amazing, right? So Thomas Lange was there and Derek Porter. And when I crossed the finish line, I saluted to more or less in the direction of Derek because I thought, without being weird and rude right now, I thought, you really brought this up onto yourself, that you ignited the fierce fire of destruction that I had because I turned negatives into positives. Okay, I turned negatives into positives. I'm probably a maniac, and I don't fail to turn negatives into positives. And so anything that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's the motto, Probably came from my mom, probably came from the fact that we moved around in Europe, and everywhere I was always a foreigner. So you had to survive. There are much worse things in the world than what I'm telling you. When I say survive, it's a freaking joke, right? I mean, it's just do the thing, put a foot forward, you'll be fine. It's not as if I had to worry about getting killed or anything. But you are in your own world, and you say, okay, I've got to move on and work hard, and I want to get there. And so when I saluted like this, there you go.
Now you know my name.
God, bloody bastard. Okay, sorry, Derek. Now I'm laughing about it, but back then, Jesus Christ. Okay. Go.